guys, Becky May. We're going to do some yoga again today. Today I thought we could work on balancing poses. Balancing poses are really great for strengthening our muscles, but they're also really great for helping us focus, because in order to maintain our balance, we have to maintain our focus. And I thought, you know, right now things are tricky, and finding a balance between everything that's going on right now is tough. So I thought maybe if we try to focus today on our balance and do some balancing poses, maybe it'll bring a little balance to the rest of our day. So we're going to start today with our breathing, but we're going to do it standing. So let's come to standing at the top of our mats. We're going to start with a breath called hand to tummy breath. And we're going to take one hand on our heart and one hand on our tummy. Well, not necessarily heart, your chest basically. And what I want you to do is, when you inhale and exhale, I want you to feel the rise and fall of your chest as you're breathing. So let's start together. Let's just inhale through our nose and exhale through our mouth. Good, let's do that again. Inhale through our nose and exhale through our mouth. Again, inhale through our nose and exhale through our mouth. Do you feel your chest and your belly rising and falling when you're breathing? Let's do that one more time. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Awesome. This next breath we're going to do is called bird breath. And you can have your legs however you want. They can be apart, they can be together, whatever's most comfortable for you. And basically we're just going to inhale our arms up to the sky from our sides. We're going to inhale and bring our hands together. And we're going to exhale and bring them down like we're flapping our wings. So when we're coming up, our palms are facing up and touching. And then when we're coming down, our palms are facing down and like we're pushing the air. So let's try that together. Inhale your arms up. And exhale your arms down. Let's do that again. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Inhale up. And exhale down. This time we're going to do it a little faster, like we really are a bird flapping our wings. So just inhale, exhale. Do it at your own pace. One more. Awesome. Okay, so the next breath is another fun one I like. It's called power breath. And I know that this is my niece's favorite breath, but we're going to have our legs, hips, distance apart like we have been doing. And we're going to inhale, and when we inhale, we're gonna make fists. So we're gonna inhale, fists up to the sky, and then when we exhale, we're gonna bring our fists down really quickly and our elbows to our chest, and we're gonna say, ha! It's called a power breath. So let's do it again. We're gonna inhale up and exhale. Nice, inhale up, exhale. It's like you are harnessing the power of the sun and bringing it down into your chest, like you're grabbing it and shooting it down into your chest. Let's do that again. Inhale up, exhale. One more, make it your best one. Inhale up, exhale. Awesome. Okay, so let's get started with our warm-up, our sun salutations. We're just gonna keep doing the same one we've been doing if you've been watching the videos. So we're gonna start at the top of our mat with our feet hip. I don't know why I'm struggling saying that. Hip distance apart. Nice and tall. And pretend that imaginary string's pulling your head up to the ceiling. We're going to inhale, sweep up. This time let's look up to our hands and exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale and step back into your plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, you can look and step or hop forward or walk, whichever you like to do, and then fold again. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Awesome. Let's move a little bit faster this time. We're going to do two more, and we're going to move a little bit faster. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit back into your plank pose. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, step forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Awesome, let's do that. Next one, keep going. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. into your plank. Downward dog. Step forward. Fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Exhale. Hands to your heart. Awesome. You feeling warmed up? So we're going to do balancing poses, like I said in the beginning, and we're going to start with some easier ones, and we're going to move to some trickier ones. And anytime you're having a struggle with something, just take a deep breath, refocus, and try again. And key to balancing poses is find something to look at that's not moving. So I know you're watching a video of me, it's hard to not watch me, but when we're doing balancing poses, once you get into the pose, see if you can find a place to gaze at that's not moving. Okay, does that make sense? So let's come to standing in that mountain pose. Hands down by our sides, our backs are nice and straight, our bellies are tucked, our bottoms are tucked under as well. So we're nice and straight in that mountain pose. Now this is easy, right? I'm gonna make it a little trickier. We're gonna just come up onto our tippy toes and hold it. And come back down. So we're gonna do that with our breath. We're gonna inhale to our tippy toes. Exhale down. Nice, inhale to your tippy toes. Exhale down. Nice, let's do that one more time. Inhale, tippy toes. Ooh, I'm gonna make it tricky, hold it. See how long you can hold it. My legs are shaking. And exhale, back down. Awesome, so the next one we're gonna do is we're gonna do mountain pose, but we're gonna hold our knees. So let's start with come into that mountain pose, let's start with our left leg. So really what you're gonna do is you're gonna lean over onto your right leg. So your right leg is that strong tree root, and you're going to just lift up your knee. See if you can grab onto your knee and pull up towards you. Pull that knee towards your chest so you're nice and straight, as opposed to holding your knee down here. See if you can pull it in and balance. Nice, come down. Let's try the other side. Grab that knee, hug it up and in towards you. Maybe even open up your shoulders so you're nice and tall and straight. Nice, and put it down. Let's try that again, but let's see if we can be on the tippy toe on this, on this standing leg. So let's try that. Let's lift our left knee. Get your balance here first. And then see, I don't know if it's even possible. Let's try it. See if you can, I don't know if I can do it. Push up onto your tippy toes. Ooh, I can just do it a little bit. But that's okay. Let's try the other side. Get our balance with our knee. Push those toes in and see if you can come up on your tippy toes. Can I do it? Ooh, just for a second. That's okay. All right, and let go. The next pose we're gonna do is tree pose. And I know we've done it in the other videos. We're gonna do it again today. And we're gonna add some stuff on to see if we can make it a little harder for our balance. So let's start with the right leg being our tree root again. So you're grounding that foot and all of your weight down into the ground. Let's start with our hands at our hips and do it in stages. So we're just gonna come up onto the toes here. If this is where you can balance and stay balanced, that's awesome. Stay here. If you want to come a little higher, come a little higher. If you want to come all the way, come all the way. Remember, above your knee. And we say that because when you push into your knee with your with your bent leg, you can really do some damage to your knee. We don't want to hurt our knees here. So our knee is bent. Our left foot is pushing into our right thigh. So it almost is like if you squeeze it, it gives us a little more height and makes us feel a little more tall. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Remember, find something to focus on that's not moving. And you might wibble wobble, which I'm doing right now, and that's okay. Whoop. Okay, now we've got our balance. Let's raise our tree branches to the sky. Let's wiggle our fingers. Now I want you to see if you can look your gaze up to the ceiling and maintain your balance. Ooh, that's really tricky. I have to really focus. Ooh, no, and I lost it. And come back down. Let's try the other side. When you move your gaze, right, your focus, your brain is like, what is happening? And then you wiggle and wobble, and that's okay. We're gonna try again. So start here, here, or all the way. Again, push that foot into your thigh so it can make you nice and tall and straight. Again, imagine that imaginary string is pulling you up so you're nice and tall, and grow your tree branches. Sway your tree branches. Ooh, we're a moving tree. Oh, we're a falling tree. That's okay, I'm gonna try again. Well, maybe I'm not going to. It's not working for me today, but that's okay. Okay, so we're gonna do a little mini sequence. We're gonna do warrior three to a pose called standing splits. And it's not really the splits, so don't panic. I won't make you do the splits. Although most kids I know can do the splits. They're so flexible. Okay, so we're gonna do that warrior three, which we did the other day. And then we're gonna move into standing splits. So let's come to the back of our mats. We're gonna inhale our arms up. And we're gonna step forward with our left toes, left foot, and come up onto the back toes of our right foot. And then we're gonna just push up and tip forward like that teapot again. And remember, your hands can be wherever's most comfortable for you to keep your balance. Let your hips in front of you, out to the side, out in front. And then to move into standing splits from this pose, we're just gonna lean forward and touch our hands to the ground. Okay, and if you can't touch the ground, you can come onto your fingertips and push yourself up. Or if you have a block or something, you can grab your block. Okay, so we're in our standing splits and we're gonna walk our hands back towards our toes and see if we can bring our nose towards our knee a little bit while still keeping our hips square to the ground. So we're not opening them up, we're keeping them square. And if you want to make it a little bit trickier, take your left hand and grab onto your left ankle. And if you really have good balance, take your right hand too, so you have no hands on the ground. Even if you can do it just for a little second, like that, that's still the pose. And then bring your feet together and just fold. Take a deep breath here. And then inhale, scoop all the way up. Hands to your heart. Awesome, let's try that on the other foot. I'm just turning this way so you can see what I'm doing, but you can stay where you were. Okay, so we're going to we're gonna inhale up, and we're gonna step our right toes forward and come up onto the tippy toes on the left foot. And we're gonna pop forward, hinge into that teapot, and we're gonna hold it for a second, a couple breaths. Remember to focus on something, and then we're gonna just bring our hands, oops, and if you fall, that's okay, try again. Bring your nose toward your knee. Again, try one-handed, no-handed. Maybe that doesn't work and that's okay. And bring your foot down and fold. And then inhale, sweep all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Awesome. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is chair pose. And it's basically, or skier pose. It's like you're sitting in you ever been skiing and you sit in those ski lifts that take you up to the top of the mountain? We're gonna do that in a yoga pose. So we're going to stand with our feet just a little bit apart, that's fine. Don't have to be hips distance, just feet apart. And we're gonna inhale our arms up to the sky. And then we're gonna take our booties, I'm gonna turn, we're gonna take our bottoms back like we're sitting in a chair. Okay, look down, can you see your toes? You should be able to see your toes. If you can't, scoot your bum back just a little bit more. Take a couple breaths here. And then come back to standing. Let's try that again. And this time, we're gonna try to come up on our tippy toes while we're doing it. I'll face forward this time for this one. So we're gonna inhale our arms up. Exhale, sit back in your chair, like you're skiing. And then see if you can come up onto your tippy toes. Ooh. And come back down. Ooh, nice. Let's try that again. And we're gonna try to do a little movement with it, up and down, up and down. So inhale your arms up, sit back in your chair, come up onto your tippy toes, all the way up. Can you come way up on your tippy toes? and then back down. Still staying in your chair. Tippy toes, back down. Tippy toes, back down. One more. Tippy toes, back down. And I'm just standing. Good job, you guys. That's a hard one. I am hot. Are you hot? Okay, so now I'd like to do eagle pose. I like this pose a lot. This one, you get all twisted up. And sometimes you can't twist yourself upright, and that's okay. So we're gonna stand with our feet just a little apart. We'll do this one in stages. So come up on, put the weight into your left foot and come up onto the toes of your right foot. We're gonna inhale our arms up, and we're gonna take our right arm and scoop it underneath our left. So we're twisting, does that make sense? Twisting our arms, and then we're going to twist our arms in front of us. And then we're going to sit back like we're sitting in that chair again. And we're gonna lift our leg up and bring our knee, our right knee over our left knee. Maybe you can hook your foot all the way around the back of your leg. I can't do that, but maybe you can. Try it. And don't forget to breathe here. This is a difficult pose. You guys are doing awesome. And stand up. Unravel your arms. Hands to your heart. Maybe shake your arms out. When I do this pose, it kind of hurts my arms and my shoulders a little bit, so I like to shake them out after. Get a good wiggle. Let's do it on the other side. We did that side, right? Okay, so we're going to just come up onto the tippy toes of our left leg. We're going to inhale our arms up. We're going to take the opposite arm underneath, so left arm underneath, and twist yourself around. And some sides you might be able to twist better than others. And then we're going to sit back in that chair. We're going to lift up our left leg, hook our left knee over our right knee. Maybe you can hook your foot behind. Don't forget to breathe. Good job, you guys. Come back up, unleash your arms, and shake them out. Good job. We're gonna do just one more balancing pose. Okay, for our last balancing pose, we're gonna try, we did it before, that dancer pose. This is my favorite balancing pose. So we're going to come to the back, top, middle, if you're out, wherever you wanna be, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go in the middle just for video purposes. We're gonna inhale our arms up to the sky. We're gonna take our right hand and reach for the top of our right foot. And once you feel balanced here, then you're gonna hinge forward. You're gonna tip forward. And you're gonna push your foot into your hand. See if you can get a little lift there. Nice. Come back down. Let's try that on the other side. Inhale your arms up. Left hand to the top of your left foot. Once you have your balance, tip forward and kick. Awesome. Now, the full expression of that pose is called King Dancer. And people, I can't do this, I've seen people, can reach over their heads to grab their back foot and pull it up. Ooh, that's fancy. I was gonna say maybe I could try it with a strap, but I'm not even gonna attempt it. It's too hard for me anyway. Okay, so let's come down. We'll do a couple little cool down poses. Still balancing poses though. Okay, so we're gonna do boat. And come to sitting on your bottoms, bend your knees, feet flat on the floor. We're gonna do this one in stages. Let's hold underneath our knees, and we're just gonna lift up one foot and then another foot, and we're gonna balance backwards we're balancing on our bottoms like a boat. If you wanna make it trickier, let go of one arm, then the other arm, and you can even straighten your legs if you want, or you can keep them bent, or you can still hold, whatever you want, but try not to collapse in. Does that make sense? So, nice and straight and long. Good job, and come back down. Let's try that one more time. And you can do it in stages. You can just come up into the whole pose. So we're going to lift our legs, lean back, arms out in front. Your belly's sucked in nice and tight. Your back is nice and straight. Come back down, nice. I'm gonna turn and face you. The next pose is called flower pose. It's very similar to boat, except for our hands are gonna go through our legs. So bring your feet up like they were. We're gonna take our arms and we're going to reach them in between and around our legs. So not from the outside, we're gonna go from the middle. So we're gonna, you can maybe do one at a time. Lift one arm underneath, lift the other arm underneath. We're basically picking up our legs and holding them. Does that make sense? You can bring your feet together, your feet can be out. So we're leaning back and balancing on our bottoms, like in boat. But this is called flower. Good job, bring your feet back down. And let's do a couple more things. Come into butterfly, those feet together. Hold on to your, take your peace fingers, right? So when you give someone the peace sign, take your peace fingers and reach them around your big toes. So you're like, almost like you're scissoring your big toes. And scissor them and then pull your, don't lift your feet off the ground, but just pull your toes towards you so that it straightens your back. Does that make sense? Ooh, so we're nice and straight. We can flap if we want, or we can just sit still. We're getting ready to cool down and calm down. Nice, so take your legs, spread them nice and wide here, however wide you want. I'm just scooting to get comfortable. You might have to, this is silly, but you might have to move your bottom out of the way to make you be able to stretch a little bit more. Okay, so we're just gonna do a forward fold here. We're gonna inhale our arms up, and then we're just gonna exhale forward. You can come down as far as you want. If you can come all the way down flat, ooh, that's so awesome. I can't, so I'm just gonna lean forward. And I want you to keep your chin leading. Does that make sense? So I don't want you to tuck and round. So see how I'm tucking and rounding? I want your chin leading you. So then it gives you a nice straight back stretch. I know you can't really see my hands, they're disappearing here. But anyway, they're in front of me. Let's just take 3 breaths here, in and out at your own pace. Nice, and I can really feel that stretch here, can you? Awesome. Bring your feet back into butterfly, do one more little shake out, and then come and lay down on your backs. We are going to bend our knees, feet flat on the floor, and just hug your knees in again like we did. You can lift your head, or you can leave your head on the mat and just squeeze, pull your legs in towards you. Squeeze yourself, give yourself a nice big hug for working so hard on your balancing poses today. And then bring your hands out to a T. So straight out in front of you. If you don't have enough space, if you're practicing with your friends and you don't have enough space, bring them like cactus arms. And then I just want you to take both of your knees and bring them down to the floor on the left side. So this is called a supine twist, and the word supine means laying on your back. And then see if you can look over your opposite shoulder. This is just a nice stretch, nice twist, stretch everything out. Bring your legs back to center. Now we're going to take them the other side. And then I'm going to look over my opposite arm. Take a couple breaths here. Bring your knees back to center. And find that final resting pose for your Shavasana. Legs out to the sides, palms facing up, eyes are closed. You'll stay here on your backs in your Shavasana pose. Let your legs and your arms relax. Allow your whole body to soften and become heavy. Notice that your body is completely supported by the ground beneath you. Begin to soften and relax every muscle from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Breathe naturally and come into complete stillness. Imagine yourself balancing on a tree branch, high up in the air. Your arms are outstretched, and you can feel a slight breeze, and you can hear the leaves fluttering and dancing all around you. Take a deep breath in through your nose and smell the fresh air. Feel your feet firmly grounded to the tree branch. The tree is strong and supportive. Imagine lifting one of your legs into the air behind you like we did earlier in Warrior 3. Your arms are stretched out in front of you, and you feel like you're flying high up in the tree. You can feel the wind blow softly across your cheeks. You're not afraid of falling because you are strong and balanced. You feel completely connected to this tree branch, like you are part of this tree and your balance is completely still. In the swirl of activities and demands of life, school, homework, sports, family, friends, whatever it may be, it's easy to lose one's center and feel out of whack, to feel a little off balance, especially right now, when the world is so uncertain and confusing. It can be challenging to maintain your balance. It's important at times like these that you believe in yourself, and believe in your own strength, like the strong tree branch blowing softly in the wind, or the little bird that lands on the tree branch. He's not afraid of the branch breaking because he believes his own strength. Falling out of balance doesn't matter. We all fall. What matters is you get back up and try again, and again, and sometimes again. Take a deep breath in and out here. Slowly bring your awareness back to the room. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, and maybe roll your neck from side to side on your mat. And do a nice big stretch. Stretch your arms out overhead, long. Toes to the opposite wall. Ooh, nice big stretch. And then roll over, curl yourself into a low ball and roll over to one side. And then slowly come back up to sitting. And we will finish the way we started with breathing, but not a standing breath. We'll stay sitting, cross-legged or legs out in front. Inhale your arms up. Bring your hands back to center. Let's do one more. Inhale up. Thank you for practicing yoga with me today and working on our balance. I hope that you were able to find a little balance in your day today, and I hope that you will practice yoga again with me soon. The love and light in my heart honors the love and light in each of yours. Namaste.